I also wish we could go to, what was it, why fell? And go to her and be like, yeah, hey, here's the things. Here are the rare Pokemon you were talking about. I got them all. You know what? I will see what the director has to say right now. Because I wonder if his might be tied to something else. Thank you for the visit, Master Ifrit. A good friend of mine has been telling me of your recent exploits. You mean Clive? Haha. I leave the identity to your imagination. But now, lest I forget, there's another matter I would very much like your opinion on. Do you remember the manner of gentleman's hairstyle? Do you know what manner of gentleman's hairstyle is considered cool, as it were, among the youth these days? Long locks are pretty cool. Can you almost a style? I mean, what doesn't matter what everyone thinks. It's what you think that makes it cool. Let's just say, never mind. Thank you for your insight, Mr. Foot. It's most delightful. I'm so glad they made this guy more involved in the story. Like, they really did do a good job with the plot, I guess, quote unquote. Like, funny enough, the weakest one is the gym, so far, but it's also hilarious because of the people on the web have been memeing that, what was it, Namine is borderline Yandere. I was like, that is amazing. I've got them all! Let me show them to you! I mean, what? Because here's the other thing. Maybe later in the game there is something that helps you find the stakes, and we just happen to skip all that. I don't blame it on anything. I think it's hilarious. Just some battle-obsessed girl. I just think that because it's the gym badges and people expect the gym badges, even me, I would be annoyed if they weren't in the game. It's hard for them to make a story around that. Or harder, whereas the others, the Team Star and the Titans, they can have more freedom with their... Anyways. I hope you're ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have our final exam. That means today is our last actual class. And the topic will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of forms as shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. No, you say that. I think it's hilarious how they've done her. I like it. And once again, I find the meme of her being Yandere for battles is just hilarious. She's essentially just Goku. I know I'm not the first person to make that, what's it? Not acquaintance? No. Comparison? That's the word. Anyways, there's a Pokemon phenomenon called form change, where Pokemon's appearance changes under certain circumstances. Consider, for example, which we regularly ride on... Oh! Circular has three forms. First is a basic form, where it walks on four legs. Second is battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. And thirdly, it's a ride form, where it interacts with the throat. So his tail to come right on his back. Thought we could do something you'll be carrying with you now as an even better example. I don't. I like it. I like it as is, but once again, I am easy to please. So before and some Pokemon, Pikachu, of course. Yeah, so technically the first Pokemon we got in this game is Rotom. Rotom's side of Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter the audio mode. However, we can change form better than washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electric apparatus. Rotom a bit of an exception though. Many Pokemon that change form do so simply by holding an item or by having one used on them. Okikor? 4 different forms that can change between given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change or learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution. Pokemon can return to its original form, unlike shiny Pokemon which can't change their special coloration. Some individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig in when form change phenomenon, as you can see. Enjoy your time in the academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourself. Something like that anyways. Oh, I almost forgot. Regional forms which are vary based on the region of Pokemon come from don't change like other forms. They are innate. Whoops, there's the bell. I had a great time teaching you all. I hope you do your best on the final exam. As neat as the music is, it still doesn't beat like the Persona exam music. Once again, we're just going to do all the final lessons, then we'll do all the exams at once. I'm trying to think, how easy would it be for me to... okay, let's take a moment. That's only 2 rates, but it'll do. Oh, shit. It's all more here in a second. So it's taking a bit longer to do. Fine. Oh, gosh. Okay, so... Hit there. Okay. I'm trying to use the main layers, it's too long. At least it's fine. Here we go. If you come here and go boop and boop. Wait, no. Wait, no. I can't do it, so I can't have it. I can do it so you guys can have it. Wait, no, I can't. Because, yeah, hey, oh, please. I'm being very risky here myself with, settings for my graphic card, midstream. Somebody shouldn't be playing about it. Oh, okay, that's something. Oh, no. Did that work? Nope. Oh, nope. Okay, so... No, it's pretty cool. Actually, there's one more thing I'm fine. This is totally not with it. But I've gone this far. No, that's okay. Please. Okay. All this just for that. I just really love these right now. So that's something. How long have I spent this dumb joke? But you know what? Totally worth it, just watching pace music. Okay, hello everyone. I hope you have fun once again today's our last class together. Slow it down. Yeah. Try that. Last time we learned about probability using moves accuracy as an example. Probability is... Sadly we can't have it looping properly. But the advantage is we could have all 3 of them in. Probably is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in class with 40 students, there is a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? It's true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days of the year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in class using example types like matches, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. Or okay, you can barely hear the audio. All the variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to the opponent. However, did you know that there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use the move it's shared type with. If a rock type Pokemon uses a rock type move, Stone Edge, the move's base power is 100. It's multiplied by 1.5, it becomes 150. God and Rock's moves seem like similar types, but if a ground type move uses Stone Edge, the move's power still remains 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also increase multipliers on to this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about. Say you have a move that's power is 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with that move uses it and it hits the opponent that's weak to the type, what happens to that move's power? It becomes 200. Oh, double effect. Double effect using the move that's super effective against the opponent. I didn't realize they multiplied that way. First is the move that shares the type with the user, multiplies the move base power by 100, making power thingy. Then it gets weak to the move, the tower gets thingied to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? Want more of the Pokemon Terra and its Terra type matches the one of the original type, then the bonus it gets for using a move of the same type increase from... Jeez! So if we terrorized Hay and then used Flower Trick... Jeez, Hay can have like a plus 600%? I don't know. Maybe not. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's only one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what really lets you shine the most. Bear in mind that it's true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you can take those words to heart, but I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from the first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach you all eager students about numbers. Next class will be our final fun exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. Okay. Oh, no. I don't want to do the finals yet. Yes. I really should have saved this for the actual finals themselves, but semantics. I just needed a break from the normal. I like the old Pokemon design there. Greetings my students. Today's the last class. Marvel's History pretends as one last time. Our last class, I told you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? The last 200 years is not that long ago, not that long at all. However, how unfortunate that our history lesson must match so inexorably towards the future. Would it not be more advantage to march towards the past instead? Start from our present to study history in reverse? I mean, it has its advantages. Do you have are afraid of risk inclined the math or idea directive a stray from the curriculum? Suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us towards the future. Last class of ours, we shall fill your minds. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind the tail orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after Area Zero expeditions supposedly reached the center of the deepest depths, others continued to explore that region. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in mysterious light was discovered there. Is that an Articuno on a necklace? Or necklace Articuno or whatever? As you may have already guessed, they were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero. The light faded and terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day, certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. It is, that's neat. What's the name of the famous person who unraveled? Oh, I don't know. It's either Sada or Cavell. We know Cavell did stuff with... we'll do Sada. To think that you, a new transfer student in the academy, could correctly answer this question. You may be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, the professor named Sada unraveled the mysteries of the terrestrial phenomenon. She discovered... It's annoying that it doesn't say... Unless the guy in Violet isn't the one that did whatever. Or rather, the energy they emit, and it's what caused Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent the Terra Orb technology and develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Cavell is the one of the researchers of the professor's team. Alas, the story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? No. Thus ends the history classes. Our next session will be the final exam. Bringing the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Languages. Sure. My dear friends, how are you all today? Time for the last Salvatore's lesson. Sure. Today we will once again be having a listen lesson. Oh, I really should pay attention to this, but... alright. Let's get right to it, my little friend. For our last listening lesson, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. Happiness. I mean, let's face it, it was clear that was going to be happiness. Express happiness doesn't make you want to just break out into a happy dance. But I don't have to ask Pikachu to act today. Oh no, I simply asked him to show you all how he felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many friends and study together in the class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all a last word of advice. As you live lives, I'm sure you'll all have times where you get mad or sad, or even more than you would like. Everything has ups and downs, like a veritable roller coaster. In the end, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So keep smiling face even at the hardest times. Okay. Find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, friend, family, anyone. Next lesson will be final exam. Please review what you've learned in all the lessons so far. I completely forgot we had Vulperion on. It's our last class, so don't let those energy drops before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you. We can always aim for even greater heights. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When two teams participate in link battles together, they engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Oh, he has him out! Yay! Sorry. Now that, when you're out having battles, doing your independent studies, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be at any level. But in link battles, there's special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon levels. Now, the no restriction rules let use all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiple Pokemon and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battle, regardless of what level they actually are. This includes low level Pokemon, they'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held item too. To make a part about these rules set, it lets any of your Pokemon participate, even if all they have is to do is learn good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of battle. Flat Rule set is the one often used for official tournaments. This rule does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. Here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use low level Pokemon and keep its level low? Flat rules. That's the one new kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the flat rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to use battle with any Pokemon you want at any level with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules are just flat. I hope tips, find friends, have fun. Next class will be a final exam. Aim for the perfect score. Two more classes to go, and then exams. And then that's all of school done. Classes is I, Hazel yet again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has surely flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topic for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art, but there's absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are two things I wish to focus today: ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience in recognition of the feats and accomplishments, so you can give it a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to your Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friend ribbon. Incidentally, there's a person in Cafera who can give Pokemon a Best Friend ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found in the wild when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of Pokemon, such as the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. And it's completely up to luck whether you run into a Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice for your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with Pokemon that have ribbon or marks? You can change the title. I only know that because I did that not long ago. The correct answer is Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more is that you can send it to the battle displaying the title of your choosing. For example, you could send out a Gibble with Best Friend ribbon by declaring, "Go Gibble the Great Friend." Well, I know I was just saying that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. It seems that more recently, Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. There are marks such as Gourmet mark, the Item Finder mark, and the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps some might be fun to try and work out how to get each mark using the name as the clue. Well, that just wraps up our class. Next will be exam. Read the materials closely and try your best. Boom, 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 boom. Home economics. Ooh, we can do this. Stupid cat has ruined that song for me, though. Class together. Home economics is a study of life's necessities. Sorry, the life necessity right now is to pour myself a drink. But looking back at the time together, I realised that I focused mostly entirely on food. I hope it's not too late to shift direction of clothing, another necessity in last class. As I'm sure you're aware, the Academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each student to accommodate to the desired climate of pleasure. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish, whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one for each spring, fall, and winter when the Academy accepts you. If by chance you do not wear this, you may want... Now you would tell us. As long as you wear a school uniform, the rest of your embezzled need may not be a school issue. This includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, you're free to style your hair however you wish. For example, would almost only be against the school rules. Almost when I was a boy, even. That reminds me. There's one thing. There's one thing I would like to download to find quite charming. Rotom forms. Speaking of, it interests me so. I must admit that I was fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very interesting. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase a case of free Rotom phones. Useful bit of information. I shall have to go for myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, seem to got a little carried away with the small talk. As this class is known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer these final words for you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I will be honoured if you have thought of if what I've taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich the lives of everyone even a bit. The segment was imparted to me by Mr. Hazel, and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Time together to come close today, prepare your best for the exams. I would find it funny if there is actually exam music for the game, and we're just going to miss it. Okay, I am not... I am not cheating. I am just doing precautions. I don't care if I get full marks, but I know you need 4 out of 5 to pass. And previous exams surely show that, you know, maybe I need to be a bit careful. Today's the final exam. I will cover everything I taught you so far, but I'm sure you'll all do just fine. Take your time and complete each question carefully. How many of the following 4 methods make it easier to catch a Pokemon? 2. True or false? You can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourselves or training with other Pokemon. True? Wait. You can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourselves or trading with other trainers. I mean, technically true, but technically you're given your first Pokemon. In previous games you were able to buy Pokemon. This is a really dumb question. If a Pokemon holds an Everstone, will it use an item that includes evolution such as Firestone? No. Was probably run into a shiny. Pokemon known as... doesn't it have 4? Do you have anything you'd like to say about my class? I'm still getting used to this teaching thing. Keep teaching. You can do it. Tackling those questions. Second little bonus question there by the end. Our little secret, don't tell the director. I'll grade these right away and hope you all look forward to seeing how you did. Still, that question 2. And 4 questions to pass the final. You know what? Pass the score. I'll take it. Just in case the game crashes, you know. Math final. I don't know what happens if you fail. Like, I don't know if we could just retake it or not. If we could just retake it, I don't care about saving or not. I just don't know what the scenario is. What's the situation? Time to begin our final exam. So, first experience you all had to clear those. Sure. How many great balls can you purchase with 6? Yes. No. No. 5. Yes, 5. Man. Water type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a grass type. See, I don't know. I think it's 75 because divided by half, and then the crit would... I'm not too sure about that one. Under normal conditions, which... I'm percentage chance to stone how... shit, I don't know. Four? Pokemon use Sonos twice to boost its health by 4 stages. How much damage? Okay, this is 50%. So we'll do triple damage. For rock type Pokemon whose Terra type is rock terrestrialization, what will happen to its... Oh, 2. Okay, so there are 2 questions there I wasn't sure on. Good enough. just in case we crash again. History 5. Sony has drawn knowledge from the dark versus of your mind and answer these questions. The Area Zero. How many years ago was the Academy founded? 5. Which of these does not appear in the Palladium Fairy type? A Fallen fan. What's that called? Heath. 10. Wow, did we just ace that? You must excuse that last question. It was too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test, but last, the director forced me to include it. I don't know. Like, modern history is kind of interesting in its own right. Like, hell, even looking back to 2000, it's quite interesting. Boom. Premature boomage, but still. We'll find out if we get anything for... Nope. No extra goodies for getting full marks. Oh, we can do this. 4 more to go. Uh-oh. Delicious? What of these 2 form phrases mean? I love you. Say again, Pikachu. Anger. Happiness. Oh, this one's a lot easier. Glad you did. See, why was that one easier? They should have had that one be for the first test and then semantics. I knew it started with an S. Yes, perfect. I mean, each one of these is 3,000 EXP? So 15k per exam, 7. It's a lot of experience points that we could dish out if we wanted to. Just stretching. Finally, game day. Today's our final exam. Time to put the game faces on and do battle with those test sheets. Go all out. What do we call a battle? If Pokemon set on with the auto battle. I mean, how should you? High level Pokemon are just default level 50. True. I'm not too sure about the first test. Those should be Battle Masters. I'm not too sure about the third or second question. Oh, never mind. Easy. Never not had it. Art final. Yes, please. Do hope you're ready because it's time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. What's the name of the restaurant where you can change? What's the name of the signature art? How many waffles look my? I can think of two. I can think of two. I'll go with two. False. With me. The time we shared shall leave a mark that I will treasure, I promise you. And I sincerely wish that all you go even greater. I'm not too sure about this one. Easy. Power of guesswork is amazing sometimes. I say guesswork. Some of it is deduction. Like I knew it wasn't for. It wasn't going to be for waterfalls. And it's like the treasure. It wasn't the treasury or whatever. But still. I'm glad I'm still got perfect scores for art. It does feel appropriate. Anyways, the time has come to test how well you have been learned in my class. So let's begin the information simmering in your brains from the last minute the cram session fades. Which of the following meal powers makes it easier to come across the shiny? Sparkling power. Yeah. Which of the following is not affected by egg power? Oh, that might explain why some things hatch quicker. What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing make food with others? Was the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon Wish? Pokemon Wash? City trees you for towards a bond probably match each season. It doesn't matter. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to. Guess for saying thank you for informing me about the. It's not quite how teaching should work. I trust that you all give the exam everything you had, so you can will not have to retake it. Okay. Let's fix this sound thing. Take a moment. Okay, everything looks like it's still working. Boom. Oh jeez, that person walking actually gave me a bit of fright. You finished all your classes and passed all the exams. I have this from Director Cavell. Oh. Wow. Not gonna lie, kinda expected a bit more than just the large. Well, we're here, we might as well do this. I have them all. Ifrit, the time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist, I know. And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places. I had an interview piece with a capital no less. The Pokemon wielders apparently use sacred seals to seal these treasures of ruined shrines. There's a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the area surrounding each shrine to keep the powers of ruin at bay. In other words, if all the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed and release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines and tiny little shrines of it? Yes. Where's the I've already done it line? You've been truly useful. According to the description of the Pokemon wheels in the story, you must have a bond with your Pokemon in order to remove. Really? Huh. Promote these shrines on your map. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping on classes to go adventures seems like it made. Seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. Treasure ruins are still treasure after all. Is she okay? Yes. I have them all. Oh, you call it Ting Lu, the Vessel of Ruin? How interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, the vessel was also, almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact housing of some sort of deity. I feel like there must be some meaning behind the horns and the design resembling eyes. Could it be that the artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? This mystery goes even deeper. My thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Looks like you have something more to report. What is it? Oh, you called Xing Pao the Sword of Ruin? It's interesting. I simply can't keep my curiosity under control. So the sword, blade, and hilt of the Pokemon's left. The sword's blade and hilt form the Pokemon's left and right fangs. I wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. No way, I cannot imagine the king wanted to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state. Oh, you call it Wu Sheng? The Tablet of Ruin? I'm gonna keep my curiosity in core. Never seen so many wooden writing tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. Most extravagant tablets are tormented to graffiti or simple memos. Still vulnerable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. Can't read it, but given its length, it must be a story. Oh yes, perhaps the word of a curse. Only the words unfaded, half frustrated. These wooden tablets piqued my curiosity of a king who must have been written on them. What might have been written on them? Oh, you call it Chi Yu? The Beads of Ruin? Beads like these were thought to be sacred and thus were worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck, like a pendant, but it seems Chi Yu has 4 of them. The beads wore in pairs, like on the ears and wrists, or the ritual perhaps performed by 4 people. One is because of cursed beads, such as these, are originally used to ward off disasters to become bringers of disaster themselves. Something Project Zero reference here. Mystery goes even deeper. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. Thank you, Ifrit. Simply amazing. You have now reported back to me with all 4 of these treasure ruins. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks, Ifrit. I would have liked to go looking for treasure of ruin myself and make them my own, but I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone with a pure heart, that we were able to accomplish this feat. They may be the treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider this simple my gratitude too. Take it, it's yours. Nasty plot! Truly an interesting one. Aren't you, Ifrit? I hope you don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. Formed a close bond. Max rank. If you find them too much handle, I'll gladly take them off your hands. Okay, we just decided whether or not he wanted to exist. School store. Have I ever gone into the school store? Oh yeah, I think I did once. Early on, that's right. Moo milk. Oh, actually, haven't got another badge. Max potions. after the last escapade, I kind of wouldn't mind getting some of these. New kid, are you here to do a little shopping? I couldn't see you. You can see me, did you? I'm here to check out the sandwich they got for sale. School store sandwiches taste great and they have an excellent nutrition balance too. Not making your own? I guess I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyways, so I'm going to take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Suddenly dramatic music. I didn't tell you what my goal was. I wanted to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and skilled at what she does. I really look up to her. I want to try so much make it so I could be skilled at doing something for other people like she is, but I guess I just want to cut out for it. What I'm cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. Really help me out, new kid. Take this as my way of saying thanks. Okay. So it is cool that we get to finish all these stories? Question mark? Now, hey. Well, hello there. You seem to appear the most critical of moments. Where's the... That's what I do. Well, you see, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad you finally made up your mind about taking your place as the leader of the family. Well, indeed true that I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying I have other priorities. Have a look around at the art decorated in this room, would you? The children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is no importance. So I wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hazel. And when I'll give up, I'll come many times as I need in order to change your mind. My door's open. I think you'll soon find I'll meet your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some story spun about my father's deteriorating health? I'm not so easily fooled. I'll return another day. So you see all that? It's very close to resigning at my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me the courage to say no. That includes you, Ifrit. Words truly brought me strength. I cannot thank you. Think of a way to possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this. It will, if you will, insignificant as it may be, to express the full breadth of my gratitude. Oh, okay. And to be clear, I, Hazel, will continue to be to my chosen path as instructor as the youngest of the world. So far, the nasty plot has been the most exciting, because at least then that's something that's increasing my TM move. Like the TM %, I guess. Which is something I'm not going to max out. But it's still nice that we have more progress there. So, about the matter in which I need your help, I discovered the name of an incredibly sweet condiment. It's called Sweet Herba Mystica. If you find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. Have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica? I didn't realize I had some. Oh. I don't have some. I didn't realize we can pick it up again. What's this? Oh, the shrines are actually marked on the map now. We can just fly there. Okay, well that makes things a bit easier, I guess. Which one was the sweet one? I just hope it's not something that... I hope it's not something like you can't get it until you do go into Area 0. It'd be a bit of a pain, admittedly. This might be the closest one. Oh yeah, it would be closer. I forgot where exactly it was. But it's after this. It's between this and the city. Or the town. The art place. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. What? How do we get more then? On... Might actually look that up, just because it's... I don't know if it is something to find, or if I'm missing something. Like, I'm only coming up here just in case this one was the sweet one and we can get it now for whatever reason. Scarlet, how to get more sweet. Okay. So you can get them by doing level 5-star. Okay, here's a question then. Pokemon Scarlet, how to get 5-star raids. Okay, so 5-star is for endgame stuff. So we can't do this quest yet. That's annoying. And I can guarantee you I will forget before the end of it. Oh, hey. Oh well. My dear, Ifrit, if it probably is as healthy as it could be.
My dear, Ifrit, probably is as healthy as it could be. 'Cause 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 'cause
That seems to be quite is simply a part of that one's personality. Also, I realized they were on about how like battle scars or mental scars or whatever with the whole the Bike and Avian's Pokemon both getting injured in Zone 0 or whatever. Potentially this one, I don't know. But it's hard for Pokemon to communicate with its fellows without speaking up. As no wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the location of food, whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid I will not be able to do those sort of things. So why don't you... with you? I didn't expect to hear my name. So you think it should stay with here with me? I was focused on getting it back in good health so it can return to the wild. That I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about the idea of my little palmy friend? It spoke at last. It spoke! Cool! Now I can chuck it out into the wild. Even without speaking Pokemon language itself, I know that means yes. My dear Ifrit, merci so much for your help with Palmy. All the more reason you should have this here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the only way we could get Pokemon in this game was to catch it or from trading. Not for given stuff. I don't know. I really don't care. Although I'm curious enough to at least see about finding it in the mess of boxes. Oh! It's a galleon Meowth. So, presumably... Oh, can that Meowth actually evolve? I'm actually not sure. It doesn't matter. Because we're not using it. But still, one of the more interesting, well, possibly the most interesting request. Or item from a request, I should say. Ifrit, help me keep an eye out with you. Set a little ambush here for the girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. Why? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. And now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah. It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me. How do you know that? I guess you have noticed me, I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed you. You're watching me practically all day, every day after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me? Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock moves so much, so very much. But you just suddenly retired your post as gym leader a year and a half ago? Why did you quit? Is that all you want to ask? Yes. The reason for retirement was never made public. but it's well known among the students that here that you just avoided the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't figure out the courage. So that's why you guys felt so intense to see, forgive me? Never mind. So the reason I quit my job as a gym leader is simply want to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of the sort. Quite the contrary, talking about the gym fills me with feeling nostalgia and sadness. So I always avoid answering the question when a student asks. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister's doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I am, in fact, your teacher, I would appreciate if you called me Miss Time. As student, not just time. So to hear that, I understand. Thank you so much. Well, that solves that mystery. Okay then. That made me so nervous. I said so many things to try and sound cool. Certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up just in the right time for it. And how much appreciation these will help your venture. Okay. Kind of annoying that we can't finish this yet, but oh well. Got a bit too close into the eye there, but it's whatever. Let's save. Can we actually fast travel from here because it's outdoors? Or do we have to leave? But yeah. One gym and one thing left to do. Oh, balls. Okay, so I guess we are going to... So frustrating. The thing is, I just need to remind myself not to forget about it. Which I'm sure I won't do. Anyways. I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to get to the snowy area ready. Just then we don't have to start the stream and instantly go into a loading screen. But there's nothing else to really do right now. Other than run around, try and catch more Pokemon. But I still feel the best thing to do will be beeline, well not beeline, but go finish the game. And then it'll be easier to catch the rest of the Pokemon. But for now, thank you all for watching. And I'll catch you soon. Be back in about an hour. Bye.